She sent the message at 2:14 in the afternoon. Something small. A meme she thought he'd find funny. The kind of thing you send without overthinking. The kind that says, "I saw this," and thought of you without actually having to say it. She didn't wait for a reply. She put the phone down and went back to what she was doing. That part was easy. He didn't reply. 1 hour passed. Then 2. She told herself it was fine. He was probably working. People get busy. Messages slip through. It happens. Then it was evening, and the light had changed. And the message was still sitting there, delivered, read, alone in a way that felt slightly different from how she'd left it. She picked up the phone, put it down, picked it up again. Maybe I said something wrong. She scrolled back through the conversation, read the message again. It was just a meme, nothing heavy, nothing that needed a response. But the longer the silence stretched, the less neutral it felt. Maybe it wasn't as funny as I thought. She opened the message thread, saw his name at the top, saw the words, active 12 minutes ago. He was online. He'd seen it. He just wasn't replying. And somewhere in that gap, between seen and silent, a door started closing. Not because he'd said anything, not because anything had actually changed, but because silence, when you're waiting for it to end, doesn't stay neutral for long. Maybe he's tired of me. The thought came quietly, not dramatic, not loud. Just a small voice that sounded like fact. Maybe I text too much. Maybe I'm too much. Maybe he's pulling away and I'm the only one who doesn't see it yet. She put the phone face down, told herself to stop. But the feeling didn't stop. It grew. Slowly, steadily. Until the silence wasn't just silence anymore. It was proof. By the time the 4th hour passed, she wasn't wondering if something was wrong. She was trying to figure out what she'd done to make it happen. She didn't cry. She didn't text him again. She just waited, carrying something the size of a goodbye that hadn't happened and might never happen, and that she couldn't put down anyway. He saw the message at 4:30. He'd been in back-to-back calls since noon, the kind that stack up and leave your whole body behind, so that by the end, you're just a voice that's been agreeing to things for 2 hours straight. He smiled when he saw it. Actually smiled. It was exactly the kind of thing she'd send. She had good instincts for what would land with him. He typed half a reply, something short that would make her laugh. And then someone knocked on his office door, and he put the phone face down on the desk and stood up. And that was that. Not a decision, just an interruption. The small kind that happens 100 times a day and leaves no trace. By the time the last call ended, and he'd answered the 3 emails he'd been avoiding, and packed up and made it through the parking lot, the message was nowhere near the surface of his mind. Not because it didn't matter, because that's what a full Tuesday does. It takes up every available surface, and the things you meant to get back, to slide quietly to the edge, not lost, just waiting, the way things wait when there's no urgency to retrieve them. He picked up food on the way home, ate standing in the kitchen, fell asleep on the couch halfway through something he wasn't really watching. At no point did he think about the silence he was creating. At no point did anything shift in how he thought about her, about who she was to him, about whether that was still what he wanted. She existed in his mind exactly as she had that morning. Someone he liked, someone easy to be around, someone whose messages he'd always eventually get back to, because there was no urgency, because things between them were solid, because solid things don't need constant tending. That was, to him, what trust looked like. You could put it down, you could pick it up again tomorrow, and nothing would be lost in between. He wasn't pulling away. He wasn't reconsidering. He was tired and fed, and most of the way to a sleep, thinking about nothing in particular, while she was still awake in the dark of a completely different evening, waiting for a door to stop closing that he didn't even know was open. I woke up this morning and saw her message from yesterday, and 3 more after it, each one a little sharper than the last. I'd fallen asleep. I didn't even see the first one until now. And I know, without asking, what happened in her head during those hours, because this keeps happening. Not this exact moment, but moments like it. I forget to reply, or I fall asleep, or I'm quiet for a few hours because I'm working, and she spirals. I can see it now, in the messages. The shift from hey to are you okay, to I guess you're busy. That last one, that's the one that breaks me. Because I know what it really means. It means you've already left, haven't you? I want to tell her I didn't leave. I just fell asleep. But I've said that before. I've said it 100 times, and it doesn't stick. Yesterday's reassurance doesn't count today. I love her. I do. But I don't know how to prove something to someone who's waiting for proof that I've disappeared. Every time I close my eyes, I'm tired. Not of her. Never of her. But tired of trying to hold something together that keeps falling apart in the silence. And I'm starting to realize, if I don't step back sometimes, if I don't sleep without checking my phone, I'm going to disappear anyway. Not because I stopped caring, but because I'll have nothing left to give. And then I really will be gone. He forgot the message the moment something interrupted him. She spent 4 hours trying to figure out what she'd done wrong. Borderline personality disorder is a condition that shapes how a person experiences emotional intensity and how stable connection feels from one moment to the next. For someone with BPD, silence doesn't arrive as neutral. It arrives already carrying weight that registers before thought, before decision, before the mind has had time to choose what to make of it. What feels like solid ground in the morning can feel uncertain by afternoon. Not because anything actually changed, but because uncertainty itself lands differently when your history has taught you that closeness is something that can disappear without warning. What you just witnessed wasn't an overreaction. It was a different experience of the same moment. One where the stakes of belonging feel high enough and fragile enough that a pause can quietly carry the weight of an ending.